this book will be in our library and we will be making references to it. This is the kind of students we are looking for, students who will take Rusangu University to another degree, not just in the classroom, which is good, passing your grades, but above all, be known for something else outside the class, be a researcher. That is the kind of students we are looking forward to. And so I recommend the book of Fernando. Read it, get a copy for yourself. And this volume is cheap. You will get in those details himself. A book of this nature would attract so much money, but you'll be surprised to hear the price at which he has paid it. Therefore, I encourage you to get a copy for yourself. And on behalf of my colleagues from the School of Theology, I really would like to say to the Dean, our product, Fernando, has really done it and lifted the School of Theology. I wish we had a prize to give him as a school, because this is not a mean achievement. I consider it a big achievement. And behind here, you will find a number of scholars who have written, including our own very soon to be Dr. Habimana, has also written something behind the book to just show that this book is a good book. So Fernando, hey, we want to thank you for it. Thank you so much.
Stand together, we can do this together and make others also come here, learn, and also write what they can.
Another round of applause, please. There's a slogan that usually goes like Zambia Kuchalo, but here we know the good words that Rusangu is being made mention of in Angola, we can say Rusangu Kuchalo, because we are going international. And perhaps just to delve into the book itself, my first question would be, what inspired you to write more so about the human side of Jesus?
What inspired me to write is the fact that whilst I was at Rusangu, I struggled a lot. And when I struggled a lot, and anyone here can relate to fault, pressure, assignment, all the stuff here, especially also school fees, then I was, if I'm going through this struggle, how about Jesus? Did Jesus also face struggles? And how did he respond to those struggles as a human being? So that's how I began to try to see if the Jesus I watched also went through similar struggle and how he faced those struggles. And in my research, I discovered more than I was going through. I discovered that Jesus also faced many of the things that we are going through, he also faced. That's why I decided to write the book as a way of motivating everyone going through problems, struggle, and also to know Jesus, the Jesus they worship. That's what motivated me.
Thank you so much. And you mentioned of your research delving into this historic figure called Jesus. What was one of the most fascinating or surprising thing in your research in the discovery of this historical Jesus?
One of the most fascinating things, there are a lot, but the major one is how Jesus dealt with certain classes of people. In my book, I mentioned 5 classes of people in the time of Jesus that were excluded, were despised, even some were hated. So these were people nobody would talk to. But the way Jesus interacted with these people is amazing. So, and they will inspire us how to deal also with certain kinds of people today. You see, yeah. So how Jesus talked, interacted with certain kind of people. Especially, I mentioned in one of the 5 classes, like women. Women today are different from the time of Jesus. So if you want to know more, you can read from the book how Jesus broke certain rules in his time to make love, hope going through everybody.
Thank you so much. And perhaps just before we allow you to leave or perhaps conclude on the book launch, was it last week? There was some strange statistics that were given I think that should be by the Ministry of Health, to show the number of students in universities that are affected with their mental health. It was a striking number, about 55% of students in institutions. And so today we find that as young people there is this disconnection from Jesus. How best can we get to a level where we understand this historical Jesus and get connected to him at a personal level as young people?
First of all, you will relate to Jesus. You will be connected to Jesus once you understand that he was a person like you. He was a human being like you. He faced the same problems that we face. Once you understand that, you will be connected to him. You see? Yeah, that's how I can respond. Knowing Jesus as a human being, going through the same problems you go, and if you look at the kind of message Jesus preached, you'll be encouraged. So that will connect you to him. And one thing I can say is that usually Christians today, they only talk of Jesus as divine, as powerful, as God. But when you are alone, when you are rejected, the human side of Jesus will elevate you, you see. The more you start the human side, the more you will love his divine side. Because in his divine human side, Jesus is close, is a personal friend to all of us. That's how you can connect to him. Know him as a person, then you'll be motivated, connect to him, and you will grow.
A round of applause, please. Thank you so much. And as we allow you to leave, where can the listeners access the book, and it is going how much?
The book is costing 150 kwacha. I thought somebody would say amen. Amen. 150 kwacha only, and we are right there in the side rooms. I think it is the second one. So we are there. Whilst the program is here, we are there. If you're interested, want to know more about Jesus as a person, as a human being, and want to get encouraged, motivated, and just to know him also, you can come there, get your copy, and you'll be blessed.
Thank you so much, Pastor Fernando. Congratulations on your book. Another round of applause, please. Thank you so much. The human side of Jesus. And at this particular moment,